Good morning, you guys. We have a jam-packed day, and let me just say we're up before the sun rose again. It is 5:20 in the morning. We've been up since about 4:10, and I don't know if this is because of the way I was raised or if everybody does this, but before I go on a trip, I always like to make sure that my house is clean. There's no dishes in the sink, maybe a fork if that. Otherwise, everything needs to be cleaned, at least sitting in the drying rack. But I wrote down tons of things to do this weekend. I've got this sticky here, or paper, and then I actually wrote down the trails that we're gonna do. My game plan was to leave last night, but unfortunately I just didn't get done with work in time, and it was already dark out. I don't like to go to unknown camp spots in the dark, so I was like, I'll just wake up early, maybe get there by sunrise. I don't think we're gonna do that. Sunrise is about 6:17, so a little less than an hour. It takes 2 hours to get to where we're going today, but there's a pretty neat trail. It's about 4 miles that I wanted to do. Yeah, so it's about 4 miles, expecting some rain between 12 to about 2 or 3. I brought my paddleboard because there's a really nice lake here, and I'm really excited. I'd like to go paddleboarding. I'm gonna leave all of my waterproof, like, camera and gear and whatnot. I'm just gonna bring my phone and just hope for the best because I'm running out of space. Lilybell's pretty excited to be coming along on this journey. So we gotta hit the road. I ate some of my breakfast, but I really wasn't all that hungry this morning for whatever reason. So I've got my leftover breakfast here. Probably should close the lid. Okay, let me put that up, put my seatbelt on, and let's hit the road this morning. All right, let's take out our trash because this was the only trash I had left at the house. Look at that girl's ear. Let me see. Okay. The old goofy butt. So about $30 later, give or take, I've got a full tank of gas. I got here on right at half a tank, maybe a little under half a tank. And then if you didn't know, I did a poll on YouTube, like maybe a few days ago, maybe a week ago. Anywho, so the 1st of September, I'm gonna do kind of a whole breakdown of what it costs to live this lifestyle. And I mean, literally everything. I'll tell you how much I'm making. I'm talking about what my gas is, how much it costs to feed May, how much it costs to feed me, how we're saving money, the whole 9 yards. It'll probably be a short, just informational video. I feel like a lot of people are always curious about that, especially living solo. And don't mind my big bug magoo goggles here. I forgot my sunglasses at the house. Yeah, just let that sink in. I forgot my own sunglasses. So these are the only ones I had in my car. So to keep me from being blinded, this is what we're using. Now we've got probably about 30 minutes up and to the left. Looks a little cloudy. I didn't think it was supposed to rain until about maybe 12. So, let's go see. First stop, and look at this map. You guys, I'm always so impressed by their maps here. The star is where we are. And by the end of this trip, we're gonna go all the way up to Aspen here. So this is pretty neat. But yeah, just a little viewpoint. This is the whole trip we're about to do. We still gotta keep going. Our first trailhead that I wanted to do is about 4 miles, 3.5 miles. And we're right around the corner, so let's get going. Well, you guys won't believe this, or you will. So like I said, I got up very early this morning before the park office opened, so I couldn't get my free ice. And then I just remembered, just right as I was on Independence Pass, that I needed ice. Well, I seen the store and it said Firewood and Ice, so I was gonna go there. Well, guess what? They're not open. So back to Buena Vista, which is like 20 minutes away, so it's gonna take me an hour out of my way. Well, we got here early enough, I guess. You guys, look at this beautiful day use area. On my paddleboard, so I think we're gonna go for a swimmy, but first I wanted to have a snack and just sit down. I've been trying to debate on the weather, if it's gonna be too breezy or not to go paddling, but I see several people going, so I guess that means we can go. What you finding, Lily? What you got? Trail number 1. Now this one I believe you can take to go up and summit one of these 14ers. Now that's not what we're doing. Believe it or not, I don't really have a desire to just go climb up a 14. I think it would be cool, but it's not like a bucket list item for me. So I believe we're just gonna do the Junction Trail. So we're gonna make a loop. It'll be about 3.5, right at 4 miles. But I'm pretty excited. The reviews on all trails were pretty good. So let's see. Wrong way, Lily Bell. Come on. That's the wrong way. Over here. Come on. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see, but all the blue back over here, that's where we were earlier. It was way too windy to be paddleboarding, but it's not a bad view to view the lake from up here. I have taken so many pictures of this one mountain to my left over here. All right, you can probably see it now. You guys, I finally found a mountain goat. It's a lily. Does anyone know what these are? They look like you could eat them. Huh. There's the girl. Now here is where we part ways. There's a map fun fact board right over here. I'm gonna take us over there, see what more information I could find, but we just did like the little short loop. Again, this can take you to one of the peaks. This map over here will probably tell me. Let's see. All right, this is where we are here. Now, looking at this map, we all know I'm not great at reading these things, but I'm pretty sure we started here, right around in here. Let me zoom in for you. I believe we started right around in here. Look at this dirt. And this is where we are. Now, this is where you would summit Mount Albert, but we're not doing that. Nope, nope. Are you going for swimmies? Wow. Do you guys see that? We're already starting to have some color change. I found the worst camp spot. The worst camp spot. The worst of the worst of the worst dispersed camping. Look at this horrible view. I mean, I would not want to sleep here. What about you? So you can't see Lily. She's laying right here though. Oh, she's rooting. Covered in grass. Anywho, this is leftovers that I made from, I think last week. I had it frozen and then I unthawed it for this trip. So this is just like a chicken dump and go, some sort, kind of like a tortilla. It's got chicken, black beans, pinto beans, kale, rotel, and I think like a carton of chicken stock. It's actually really good. My plan is to sit here, eat lunch. The next trail I want to do is about 5.5 miles. Depending on what time we get done here, we may go and do the hike, or we may go up, find a spot to camp tonight, and then keep going. We'll see. You acting like you're Ganny Roo nodding off over there, girl. For the love of everything, you guys, please do not be this person. I would pick it up like I normally would, but I do not have enough bags to come out here and clean this up. Like literally someone took an SHIT, and Granny, if you're watching this, sorry, but I know that's disgusting. But what disgusting is that people think that that's okay, is to come here and literally use the bathroom right beside running water and then leave your toilet paper. You couldn't have dug a hole. That just disgusts me. Anyways, whoever did that, I hope you just walk right into a hole. Irritating. That is how your campsite should look whenever you leave. Doesn't even look like anyone was there. We're now 16 minutes away from our second trail, and I wrote it down. It's about 5.5 miles, roughly 6 miles. It takes May and I generally about 30 minutes to do a trail, or 30 minutes to do 1 mile. So we should be able to finish this way before sunset, which is roughly around 7. And then we'll go to our camp spot, make dinner, go to bed, do it all over again tomorrow. Okay, on to the second hike for the day. Now this isn't the trail that I thought we were going to do, but the trail that I wanted to do is like up and around the corner. It's only 7 miles, but there was a particular line in the sand I drew, and I was like, I'm not driving past this location, so we're going to do this trail. I do not know how long it is. It looked pretty short on the map. And Matt and Lori, if you're watching this, do you see what I found? Yeah. It was in there the whole time. You just have to dig through that small little pocket, and I couldn't find it in the little DJI like little bag thing. So anywho, we have it. We're using it because it's mighty windy here today. Anywho, let's go see what this trail is going to look like. Hopefully it's a good one, and I think I got us a pretty good camp spot for tonight. So we were told by 2 different people that there's 2 different lakes. One's going up left, and the lady said it was a pretty strenuous uphill climb, and she looked like a local. She had a fishing pole and the whole 9 yards. So it'd probably be pretty tough for me. And then another couple we just passed said that they went to the lake on the right. So I don't know where we're going. We're just meandering. No real set destination. So In other words, let's see where this girl in front of me takes us. Well, that's a pretty fitting name, huh? Mount Massive. Yeah. Stern leash is gonna do more harm than good, I think. Ooh. This does not look real. Doesn't look real to me at all. Okay, so I just came upon these cairns, so I believe we're gonna go right through here, and then we're gonna hop on that trail. May? So I don't know if you guys can see the faint trail, but let me zoom in, hold on. Zoom in again. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. That's what we're about to go up, that right there. Then that should take us right over the ridge, and the lake should be right there. For this to be a little meander, we sure are doing a heck of a lot of climbing on this meandering. But Lily's been on the trail the whole time. I think we're really the only ones left out here. We've already passed, I believe, the 4 or 5 people that belong to the 4 or 5 cars that I seen. So we should have it all to ourselves, which is nice. Then we're gonna haul butt back down, go to our camp spot, make dinner, get in bed, do it all again tomorrow. Whoever said I should have went meandering today? I don't think so. It's a joke with how far I've gone. Haven't really gone far up this hill at all. I've been doing like counting 10 Mississippis, taking a break, 10 Mississippis, taking a break. So here is the first lake. Is that not neat or what? Sorry, I'm walking on all these rocks. But look at that. I cannot believe we made it all the way up here. I debated several times on turning around. Thankfully I didn't, because this is pretty dang cool. But it is time to get going down trail. It's 4:46. My plan was to leave here at 5. We've done about an hour, about 2 hours to get up here. We've done 1679 feet, and I still gotta go find a spot. Well, I know where we're going, but I got to park. I still gotta cook and change and all that. So we're gonna take a few photos on the way down, and as usual, we'll see you back at the car. All right, we've made it back to the car, thank gosh. I don't know how far we went. They don't have a map for this trail, so I feel like that should tell you something. There's 3 cars left in the parking lot. We met a guy and his 2 boys, or a guy and his 2 grandkids. They're from Central Kansas. They're going to do a little camping weekend before school starts, so I'm out of breath. I'm gonna get everything loaded up in the car. We'll see you whenever we get set up for camp. Okay, you guys, so I'm just gonna be honest. What you're hearing in the background is a movie. Is the day light? Is it still daylight? Yes. But I've been up since 4 and I am done. I am so done with the day. I am tired. I'm exhausted. I made my dinner, which is just going to be leftover turkey, crock pot stew, whatever, and I have cinnamon raisin bread in there because it actually goes well with it. So I've got that, and then for my fun little beverage, I've got a modern Mexican soda, a pineapple spice. We'll see if this is actually good or not, but it's craft fermented and high in vitamin C. So I'm excited to try it, and I've got banana pudding for dessert. We'll probably be asleep before 9 o'clock. Say good morning. It is getting a little cold to be car camping. So apparently this is a pretty popular spot. We have 2 people that just literally walked right by the car to check out. I'd assume this is some weather station thing, and it just blows my mind sometimes. But I guess I parked here, it's my fault, so it is what it is. I just had to wrap up a few business things that I needed to get done, and then we're about to hit the road. But I gotta change. But I gotta wait for these people to leave. Good morning, you guys. We have finally got a move on. The sun's finally came over the trees, so I've been a little bit more motivated. I will tell you what, last night it got down to about 30, 31 degrees, which is pretty dang cold for me. Thankfully, I've got Lily Bell, which is a heater. And yeah, today's game plan is we're gonna finish going over the pass. I don't know how many miles we have or how long this is gonna take. I've got 2 very short trails I wanted to do, and one, it's not a long trail, it's like 5.5 miles, maybe 6 miles. So a pretty short trail compared to yesterday. We're gonna go do that, go do those 2 short trails, and we're gonna loop our way back around home. I wanted to go through Paonia, and my plan is to go eat at this restaurant that's supposed to be very dog friendly. That's gonna be our game plan for the day. I guess we better get going. I think I told you guys this morning, my propane refill, or my propane for my stove, little Coleman stove, died. Well, it ran out of propane. So, didn't really have much for breakfast. I had some of the cinnamon toast, cinnamon raisin bread. That's about it. So, I've got a snack we're gonna have after the long trail. Other than that, let's get going. Before I get in the car and get us going, this was our home. Isn't it beautiful? Let me show you. You've got whatever this is, which the people came over here to take a picture, so it must be important. Some weather thing, I guess. A nice little fire pit. Nice little walkway to your own oasis of a river. Look at this. I don't think it could get much better, honestly. Let me zoom out, hold on. Look at that. So I'm not getting out of the car, but that's the road we just took going down towards the Buena Vista side. Oh, hold on. You can go get some water? You gonna go get some water? You got a tinkle. You guys, welcome to Independence Pass. How pretty is this? All the views. And it looks like there's a trail that actually goes up on top of that mountain over there. Actually came from this area, which is here. We're like way over here now. You gonna get some water? All right, good morning. So now we're gonna do our trail. That was just a pit stop that we went on. So we're here at the Hunter Frying Pan. We're doing the Lost Man's Lincoln Lake. So we're gonna go up, left, and over. I don't think we're gonna do any of those. Whenever I did the research for this trail, it was about 5.5 miles, right at 6 miles. And that's pretty much all I wanna do today. We've got a lot crammed into our day, so we'll just go up to the lake. We'll see how far we've been at that point. And yeah, That's the game plan. And we're already starting this trail off strong. Look at all these rocks. Look at this. Full of rocks. Look at that, it's a tiny waterfall. You wanna know what I think is kind of crazy? Is a lot of this vegetation out here, it's already starting to turn yellow. We just now entered August. So that's been kind of interesting to see. Whoa. Okay. I thought girl's gonna get some water. You guys, it's like Simba, but for the prairie dogs. Look at him. Let's see if I'll do it again, make another call. Oh, there he goes. Did you hear him? I just shut my trap. I'm really surprised to be seeing this much flowers or wildflowers, I don't know. This is a tough trail and might only be tough because of what we did yesterday, but I'm out of breath. Nothing fresher than some, yeah! Yes, ma'am! That was a good girl. I can't believe I got that on camera. There you go, lay down. Good girl. Well, I enjoyed my time resting, huh? Look at her. She's like, let's get going, Mom. That's where we're going. You see them little dots? Yep, that's where we're going. Don't forget to stop and look. Just wild. All right, here is Lost Lake. And if it's not Lost Lake, I'll put it on the screen. Now I'm going to attempt to get us up the ridge just to kind of see what's on the other side. This girl is back on leash. You want to know why? Because someone attempted to go marmot hunting. She's a hound, I get it. But I'm also not losing her out here. So I got her back. Now she'll be on a leash. Made it to the ridge line. We're not peeking anything. This is us peeking. We have a lake over here. I'm gonna stay here, catch my breath for a moment. We're gonna go down and I'll go let May swim in that lake down there. She is focused. Look at what I found. When we first got here, this parking lot was full, so I parked down there to give everybody else some space to parallel park as well. But looks like the crowds are gone. Stop number 2, and this is supposed to be one of those, not really like a hidden gem, but a lesser traveled trail. So we're at the Roaring Fork River Discovery and Braley Trail. It's literally 0.4 of a mile. It's wheelchair friendly, so ADA accessible. There's a picnic table over here, but I think I'm gonna sit in the back or sit in the car and eat my chips and dip, or we'll go sit over there. So enough said, let's get going, okay? Okay, so take a moment and pause this because this is really neat to read. So I really love the ending here where it says everything in nature has a purpose. So be curious while investigating how the parts of this ecosystem work together. Observe and enjoy this area quietly, and please leave this place as you would hope to find it. It's really neat. And then up here, it even has, like, Aspen's at 7,200. Independence Pass is 1,290. We're at 1,020. Yeah, we're going all the way down here, I believe. Stop number 1 says, listen to the Roaring Fork River. It's icy cold. The Roaring Fork River travels 60 miles to meet the Colorado River in Glen Springs. So let's take a listen. I love these little fun fact boards. Okay, so we've got 3 different trees. the subalpine, the Engelmann, and the Lodge. And just look at all of these trees just standing right here. I don't know what tree this is, but let's smell it. Doesn't smell like anything. Okay, maybe this one might be the Lodge pine. I'm not sure. It didn't smell like anything though. I think this one is the Engelmann spruce. Looks like it's kind of growing down. I'm gonna smell him too. Let's see. Oh, he smells piney. Smells like have you guys ever, I hope you guys could just see me. Have you guys ever bought those pine cones in a bag for Christmas that smell like cinnamon? Kind of like that, but more piney. Huh. So, if you are one that likes fun facts, like I do, because I like a fun fact, I think this is probably a must-do stop. Could you not? Could you not? I think this is definitely a must-do stop, especially, again, if you love fun facts and things like that. And plus, this is really short, so it's ADA accessible, like I was saying. The river's literally right here. There's no one here. There's one other car here. I don't know where they are. I didn't see them, so I'm gonna sit here, finish my little snack. Then we're heading over to the Grotto's Trail, or Grotto's Trail. I don't know. I'm not a local. Well, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that stop. It was nice to have a little snack. Should be lunch, but we're not there yet. So, well, we are. It's 4:30. So I don't know if we're gonna make it all the way to Paonia or not. I think it really depends how far away it is, honestly, because if I want to go there for dinner, I'd like to be there whenever the restaurant's open. So we're gonna hit the road again. Let's do it. Windows down for the Lily girl. Okay, so we're at our last stop of the day, and wow, I got us really up in here. Anyways, parking lot is super full. This is a very, very popular trail, and we're supposed to go see some ice caves. Spoiler alert. My car severely needs to be washed. Okay, where did I put your leash? Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. All right, you guys, here's the whole board. You may want to pause the screen, but okay, so we're here. As long as May doesn't pull the leash, would you just wait a moment? Okay, so we're here. We're gonna do this little trail. So we're gonna see the erratics, which is like the rock boulders, and then the grottos or grottos. Again, I'm not from here, so it doesn't matter how I say it. And then we're gonna see the cascades, and then we're gonna loop back around. So this is supposed to be a pretty short trail. So we just started the trail, and here's the erratics, the two glacier rock boulders. You guys, I am just tickled pink. I'm so excited. Oh. We're getting closer. If you haven't seen SpongeBob, just ignore what I'm about to say, but there's this one episode of SpongeBob, and he's trying to deliver pizza, and he's on a rock, and he said, "It's not just a rock, it's a boulder." That's a boulder. Okay, back to the ice caves.
Okay.
Okay, now. Right here. Right here. And then to your left. Here. Hold on. Come this way. Come on.
Once I get to here,
ready? No, this way.
Oh, here.
This way. You ready?
Literally here.
It's rock climbing. You enjoy it.
I don't think you can go that way. Come this way. Come on. Come on. Up, up, up. Hey, come on here. Come on. All right, now, hold on. Hi.
You alright?
Oh, yeah.
Does it count
Yep,
this?
we're good. Come on, this way. This way. Turn around, this way.
Yeah, you finally do something to do. You can't even do it.
There we go.
Good job. So that's not wrong.
Oh, you silly duck.
Yeah, put your club.
All right, now, hold on.
In here?
Yeah.
And then the next one?
Hold on,
In
Lily.
here?
Could it go like damn speed?
Where?
This is about to be horrible footage, but hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. Lily Bell, over here. You mountain goat. Let's go. Ooh, that's some good fresh water there. Well, we didn't see anyone jump off the rocks, which I think was a good thing. One of the guys down there said that it was deep, but not deep enough with all the rocks in there. So I let May get a little sip of water, and now we're wrapping up the trail. And then I got to look and see how far we are from Paonia and see what time that restaurant closes that I really wanted to get to. Okay, so we're not gonna make it to Paonia. It's already 5 o'clock and I had two options. One, either turn around and do the rest of the Independence Pass that we already did, or continue forward and we'll go into Carbondale and then we'll loop back around via Kebler Pass through Crested Butte. We're gonna do that way because I haven't seen Independence Pass and we are kind of coming up on my end of season here. So we're gonna do what we haven't seen, and then once we get into Carbondale, I'll research and see if there's like a really nice dog-friendly spot. If not, we're just gonna go home and eat there. So we should be in Carbondale at 6:14, perfect time for dinner. So let's go see what we can find. Okay, so I found the restaurant we're gonna eat at. It's called Fat Belly Burgers. They're affordable, dog-friendly, and outdoor seating. So let me show you said restaurant. Now I'm gonna try to film whenever I go over there, but I do still get nervous whenever people stare at me. So fingers crossed nobody will look at us. But we probably stink because we've been hiking all day. You ready to go get a burger? My girl and I need a burger. So for my drink, I got this Rocky Mountain root beer with Pompeii, and I got a double plain Jane burger with fry. That way I'll save a patty for Lily. Okay, so here's May's that I've cut up, homemade Frenchie fries, and I had a double plain Jane burger with their house sauce. So I just took one of the patties off for Lily. Ketchup straight out of the fridge. These are good Frenchie fries because they're homemade. Wish I had some ranch.
The weather could be worse. You go through a tunnel and
It's 7:14. We're like 2.5 hours away. Yeah, it's gonna take us through. Is that Kebler? I think 12 is Kebler, right? On to Kebler. Okay. Okay, West Elk Loop Scenic Byway. That's where we're going. And then we're gonna take that to Kebler. So I'm gonna use the GPS to get me.
Head east on Main Street toward North 2nd Street.
That's really loud. Okay. Let's get going. Let's get home. I'm getting tired. It's my first bear. Stop, Lily. Shh. 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 I hope everyone saw that. That was my first bear. Nanny, you're not bear hunting. I didn't know if it was a bear or if it was going to be a cow because it's open range right through here. That was my first black bear. Well, here in Colorado. That's cool. I had to pull over and stop. Look at this beautiful sunset we're getting. Okay, so I'm sure this quality is going to be just top tier because I only have one light on in the house. I'm sure we're full of shadows. But I halfway unpacked the car tonight. I got home and I'm just zonked, exhausted, and I'm ready to go to bed. My face is a little red. I put some sunscreen on it. I've just always been told growing up that's what you do whenever you're sunburnt. You just put more sunscreen on, so that's what I'm doing. Otherwise, yeah. We're going to see you guys next Wednesday for another video. So if you made it this far, thank you guys. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give this video a like. Give us a follow if you don't already. Subscribe to our channel and also leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching this from, what you enjoyed about the YouTube video. You can let me know your recommendations or your thoughts. No one likes ugly, so please don't leave any ugly comments. Otherwise, May and I will see you guys next week.